Hello and welcome to Mastership tutorial video. In this video tutorial we are going to see how to generate marking lines. Once we have the part, we can generate these marking lines using the next command. Let's go. Here we have an example. This is the port side construction of a frame that has been made by Mastership parts. So now we are going to use the command for adding marking lines, and we will add the marking lines to these parts automatically. So first we are going to find the command. We go to zip express, and now we click on select tool, and now we get the dialog, and into this dialog we can find several commands, but the command we are looking for is the third one, called zip add marking lines. So we click on it and go to execute. Once we click on execute, we got the first question of the command, that is select the parts that we want to add the marking lines. In our case, we want to add the marking lines in all the parts we have, so we have 4 parts. After we select the parts, we have to click enter, and now the command is asking which is the distance between each waterline we want. By default we have 500, but we can change this value. We are going to keep 500 as default and click enter. Now it's asking the same for the vertical lines, so we can keep the same value, 500. And now it's asking for the text, the height of the text. This text will appear in each waterline and vertical line, and 20, the value of 20 used to be the normal height that we use for the marking lines. So click enter, and we can see that all the marking lines have appeared automatically really quick. If we zoom in, we can see that the text is showing us that this is the waterline 1000, this is the waterline 1500, vertical line 1500, and for all the water lines and vertical lines we have the text, and also we can see that in the cutouts the marking lines have stopped. Here we have a different example. We are going to see how to add marking lines, but in this case for when we have a stiffener on the part. So we have the same frame as before, but now we don't have the cutouts, and this part of the port side is only one part that we can imagine that is kind of watertight bulkhead. So over or on this watertight bulkhead we have this stiffener, and this stiffener is marking here. So with the next command we are going to see how to add the marking line of this stiffener, but also the command is going to give us which is the thickness direction of the stiffener. So first to do is to go to zip express as before, go to select tool, and now in the dialog we have to find which is the command we need. So if we scroll down, we can see the command called zip mark stiffeners, and go to execute. Once we click on execute, the command is asking select the part. So the part is that one, right click or intro. Now select a stiffener, this is the stiffener, intro, and now we can see that automatically after 2 intros the marking line of the stiffener has appeared, also indicating the thickness direction for the stiffener. So if we go to the parts layers editor, we can see that we have the outer contour in yellow and the marking line for the stiffener in green and with the text. So now we are going to see the last sample. So here we have another sample. We are going to show you how to add marking lines manually. So if we zoom in to this part, we can imagine that here we have some construction, for example a bracket, and we want to mark this bracket and add this marking line to this part. So the first thing to do is to go to the layers and select the part marking layer. It's the layer where all the marking lines are. So once we have the part marking layer selected, we can draw the line. And for example, we have the construction here. So we draw the line just here. As we can see, the line is out of the part. So the tool we are going to see is valid to add this line into this part. Before use this command, we can also use a command that is valid to show which is the thickness direction of the construction attached to the part. And this command we can find it if we go to parts and we click on the middle marking. So if we click on it, so we get this dialog. In this dialog we can select the shape and the dimensions of the triangle that is going to show us the thickness direction. So in our case we are going to leave the default values. The layer has to be part marking if we are going to select a marking layer or marking line. So we click OK, and now we select the line. We select the line, and now we click on the side that we want to show the arrow to show the thickness direction. In our case, we are going to click here, so the arrow will appear in the side of the line. So now you can see that the arrow automatically has appeared and has trimmed the line in this position. So now we have the line ready to use the command for add the marking line. So we are going to find where is the command. So we go to Zip Express again, select tool, and in the dialog, in the fourth position, we can find the command we are looking for. So it's called zip add part markings. So click on execute, and now the command is asking which is the part. So this is our part, and now it's asking select marking and text. In this case we only have marking lines, but in case we will have text, we can add at the same time. So we are going to select our lines and click intro. So now if we click on the part, we can see that now the line belongs to the part or is part of the part. So you can do it for several lines or marking lines and at the same time for one part. And this is all for adding marking lines. You can find this video and other tutorials in Mastership.nl or in our channel of YouTube. So thanks for watching and see you next time.